Lending money to a friend is always tricky, but can you collect on a spouse's undocumented loan to his or her friend? Can I collect the $175,000 my husband loaned his friend? Asked a reader, and the Moneyologist Quentin Fottrell is here to help. Hi, Quentin.
Hello.
I feel for this woman. This is a lot of money, and her husband made the loan with no documentation.
Right.
First mistake, correct?
That was his first mistake. It was 4 years ago, and the person gives 4% interest a year, which is less than half.
So this is a very favorable term for this
very
borrower.
favorable.
And he has been paying on a monthly basis the interest?
Yes, he's been paying interest of around 4%.
So at least she should presumably have documentation of that.
Right.
What did you recommend she do immediately?
I recommended that the first thing she could do is to get him in some way to acknowledge that he has received this loan.
Right.
And then get a promissory note to set out the terms of the loan, to say, well, we should really make sure it's for you as much as it is for me, because if and when her husband dies.
Right, we should mention that she writes in that he is 78
and she's worried that he will pass away before this loan comes due.
Right.
And then it will be harder to prove in court. This is the kind of situation you see on Judge Judy.
Yes.
Where one person says, she says it was a loan, he says it was a gift.
So if she does get no paperwork, will she have any recourse after her husband dies?
It'll have a very, very difficult time trying to prove it.
Right.
And it will be a costly and complicated court procedure to force him to pay up.
And you say paperwork is especially important in light of the fact that research shows that borrowers simply don't remember how much they've paid back.
And some of them say it's a gift, and some of them say, oh, I think you loaned me a lot less than that.
Right.
And it's fraught. People who hit up their friends for money generally are the type of people who say, I can't really afford it. There's a sense of entitlement to begin with to hit up a friend for that amount of money.
Yes.
I mean, $175 is...
$75,000, $175,000.
Yes, $1,000 is... I was going to say $175, I would think twice about it.
Right, but when it comes to... I do feel badly for her, though, because this is clearly a lot of money, and she's worried about it. And we don't know if the friend has good intentions or not.
We really don't. And she needs to get something on paper as soon as possible.
Quentin Fottrell, thank you so much for
My
that great
pleasure.
advice.